Case against Brackenfell resident Jaco Pretorious has been postponed to the 19th of February. He's accused of discharging his firearm in public during clashes with the EFF during a protest outside Brackenfell High School. Pretorious appeared at the Newzroom Magistrates Court today with members of the EFF in attendance. EFF Western Cape Deputy Chairperson Nosipo Makamba-Bokya joins us now for more. Nosipo, good evening and thank you for joining us on the Newsfeed Late Night.
Good evening, Tabo. Thank you for having me.
What is your feeling on how this particular case is being handled?
At the moment, we're really not happy about how the matter is being handled. And firstly, this case started last year already on the 9th of November. And the case was postponed. And again, today, the case has been postponed. And the only reason why the case is postponed, we've been told that the matter must still be investigated. So our concern is that what more investigation do they need on this matter? Because all the evidence is actually on the public domain. Everything that took place in Brackenfell on that specific day is all over on the social media, is everywhere. And if they're struggling to get more information on this matter, to wrap it off, they need to contact the EFF so that we can help them to provide them with the evidence that we have on our disposal.
What engagements have you had with the police as far as evidence is concerned, or even the NPA?
At the moment, we are very disappointed for the fact that as complainants, we're not even informed about the court proceeding. But we understand the procedures of the court that maybe the complainant will be called in during the trial period. But from the investigation side, I think there is a lack that we are actually observing on their side, because none of our complainants have been called in to take statements on the matter. And now we are told this morning that the case has been postponed because the matter must still be investigated. So what more do they want from this case? Because everything is everywhere. It's all over the media. The visuals are there, the videos are there. So what more do they want?
Yeah. Now, you have promised your members that this is going to be a long, tireless fight against Brackenfell High School. Why?
The issue at hand is that we are very angry with the matter in which the Brackenfell members took the matter. I mean, the community of Brackenfell, especially with regards to this issue of racism. The issue at hand is that they've deprived us the right, a constitutional right to protest as the EFF. We have a right to protest as the political party, as any other political party in South Africa. So if a certain race or certain people, they feel that we don't have a right to protest, that's the message that we need to bring across, that we are going to take this matter until the matter is being handled very well at the court level. We want justice to be served on this matter, and we want the person who discharged the firearm in the public space to be behind the bars or to pay a heavy penalty, so that we can actually show South Africans that we will not tolerate a case whereby a certain race thinks is superior than the other race. We're all equal in this world.
Now, the actual charge itself has been changed from attempted murder to illegal discharge of a firearm. Are you satisfied with that?
Well, and we were also in the process of approaching the investigator, the person who's in charge of the investigating team, because we've only discovered today that the charges have been changed from an attempted murder to I think it's an assault or something like that. So we can see by the way this matter is being handled that there's some kind of being bias in this matter. So we were going to make sure that the matter is being handled in a manner in which it deserves.
All right. Then talk to me about the legal bias or any form of bias that you think exists in how this case is handled.
I can tell you right now, if it was a matter of like a black person who did the same incident of discharging a firearm in front of everyone in the public space, the matter would have been treated differently. So we just want to put out the message out there that we need to be treated equally. The justice of South Africa has the tendency of treating cases differently according to racial issues. So we want to make sure that that doesn't happen. This case must be handled in the manner in which it should be handled at the court levels. So we are not going to let it lie like this. The court must make sure that the justice is served on this matter.
And who are you pointing that particularly at? Are you saying the NPA is handling this with bias? Are you saying the courts themselves are handling this matter biasly?
I think I can actually combine both both departments, the SAPS, because they are the people involved in terms of investigating the matter. If they're telling us this day that they're still investigating the matter, what investigation are they looking at? Because everything is out there in the public domain. We have all the visuals, we have everything. Nobody has contacted the EFF to ask us for more information. So what are they investigating for? And on the other side, on the court side, so what exactly are they doing? Why is the matter being dragged in this fashion? Because this matter is a very simple case that is all over. It has been in the public space. Everybody saw it. It was televised. It was on the public space. So what more do they want? What investigation do they want? They just want to drag the matter so that in the end it gets dismissed at the court level. So we want to make sure that the case is not going to be dismissed. It must be handled well. And these people must, the perpetrator must actually get the sentence that he deserves.
But you are aware that under the laws in South Africa, there's nothing that prohibits you from taking the evidence that you have at hand and going to present that to the police or even to those who are investigating.
No, we're fully aware of that process. However, we're waiting for the police to actually approach us, because part of the investigation is that they should contact the complainant, of which nothing has happened. It's been 3 months already, 4 months to this case, and no one has contacted the EFF to get more information or more evidence on this matter. They are just doing their own thing at their own space, and now they're coming back to us telling us they're still investigating. So we are in the process of approaching the relevant departments and present our evidence, because we do have the evidence that took place on that day.
All right. Nosipo Makamba Boki, I appreciate your time. EFF Western Cape Deputy Chairperson. They are registering their unhappiness with how the matter is being handled in the courts. And of course, they've been calling for the police to come to them so they can gather more evidence, I suppose, and they can submit more evidence to them at this particular point.